Hi friends, welcome to my channel Telugu Trade. Please like and subscribe to my channel in case if you find the information in the video very useful to you. Today I'm going to share my analysis about the much awaited IPO and the IPO which has listed on both NSE and BSE in Indian markets. It is none other than SBI Cards. So the current market price of SBI Cards is 612.40 paise on NSE as on today, and the market capitalization of SBI Cards is 67,013 crore, and it falls under large cap category. Friends, believe me, this is the share which is going to make you wealthy and rich in the upcoming years, and this is the best level to accumulate the share at the current prices. So SBI Cards was launched in 1998 by the State Bank of India and GE Capital. So it was incorporated as SBI Cards and Payment Services Private Limited. So its headquarters is at Gurgaon, Haryana. In 2017, SBI and the Carlyle Group acquired GE Capital stake in SBI Card, post which SBI held 74%, where Carlyle Group held 26% of the company. So the legal name of SBI Card was changed on 20 August 19 from SBI Cards and Payment Services Private Limited to SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited. So from Private Limited it became Limited Company. The aim of SBI Cards is to offer Indian consumers access to a wide range of world-class value-added payment products and services. So they want to provide the best of the best services to the Indian customers. They have more and more products across the different categories of the customers. Within a short span of 10 months, they achieved a customer base of 1 lakh, and they entered into 1 million card club in 2002 and crossed the 2 million card base in 2005. These are some of their achievements. Today they have more than 10 million credit card customers, and SBI Cards is the second largest card issuer in the country with respect to credit cards. So coming to the journey, they have 20 years of journey from 1998. They have achieved many things, like they have added more and more quality customers into their database. They have a huge customer base. So they cater various categories of the customers, starting from the low income group to the high income group. They have their presence in 145 cities in India, and they have an extent product portfolio, and they believe in customer service, customer oriented approach, and they have won many awards for their customer service, branding, and product innovation and marketing. So as I told you, they have a portfolio of products to offer to the various categories of the customer, starting from the lower income group to the higher income group. So some of their good collection cards or premium cards which they offer to the premium category of customers, like SBI Card Elite, SBI Card Prime, and Doctors SBI Card. Similarly, they have some classic cards which they offer to the normal category of customers, like Simply Save SBI Card. So they have also some industry first initiatives like Simply Click SBI Card, SBI Card Unnati. Some of the corporate cards which they give it to the corporate clients are SBI Signature Corporate Card, SBI Platinum Corporate Card. Some of the co-branded cards, or they have co-branding with various institutions and various retail outlets. Example: Ola Money SBI Card, Etihad Guest SBI Card for Etihad Airlines, Apollo SBI Card for Apollo Hospitals. So BPCL SBI Card, though they have co-branding with all these things, these cards can be used anywhere across. They give more reward points when they use this kind of service with a particular co-branding partner. So coming to the financial performance, this is the financial performance of SBI Cards of March 2019 and March 2020. So if you see, net sales are increased by 32.54%, which is a healthy sign. And the worrying factor is expenditure expenditure increased by 34.30 it is, and operating profit increased by 23.13%, a super good sign. Whenever the company is operating profit goes up, it's a good sign, we can invest in that company. Profit after tax also increased by 43.91, which is a super duper positive sign. And EPS means earning per share, stands at 10.26, which is a good sign. If you see the previous year EPS, it is 10.33. So there is a jump of almost 28.36%, which is a healthy sign. So these are some of the good things in the balance sheet which I found to be a healthy and encouraging sign for investors to invest in this particular stock. So coming to the charts, technical charts of the SBI, we do not have much information because this stock got listed in March 2020. So this is the investors really dreamed about this stock from the so many years. So coming to the levels, this stock has made a high of 769 on the third day of listing, and this stock has made a double bottom around 494 to 496 level. Double bottom in the sense there is a bottom which the stock has made. So this stock took support at 494 to 496 level almost 6 times in the last 3 months. So I think 494 and 498 support cannot be broken so easily. So if someone is trying to invest in this stock, he can keep 494 to 498 as the last line of control below which he should exit. He should exit this investment because the stock can fall more below 496 on any daily closing basis. So currently the stock is trading at 612.40. The stock tried to break a resistance of 638 to 651 in the last 2 days. So once this stock breaks 634.60, it will try to break the next level of resistance at 651.12. Once this stock breaks 651, you can easily get another 31 points, so which is 682. I have marked here. So for those who want to trade on a breakout strategy, they can enter the stock at 683 on a daily closing basis. So they can aim an immediate return of 70 to 80 points. So if you see the volumes are slowly building up. I can see the volumes slowly building up. Today there was a kind of profit booking in the market, so hence there was some you know uh, volumes have reduced today. Volumes have reduced today because there was a profit booking in the market. And if you see the RSI level, RSI at 63 is saying that the stock has a lot of momentum to go up. More investors coming into the picture, more people investing in the stock, hence the RSI is moving up. And if you see the ADX also, the positive ADX is trading at 35, which is very strong strength. So negative DMI is also going down, which is a good confirmation for us to enter into this trade. And if you see the ADX line is slowly moving up, which means that investors are slowly trying to come into the stock. The HNS are trying to come into the stock to enter and make a trade in the stocks. So to cut short, simple, someone who has bought this stock for long-term investment, they should keep 496 as a stop loss on a daily closing level. And someone who wants to make a healthy return, a good return of 70 to 80 points, they can enter once this stock breaks 682. So thank you for me. If you have any doubts, you can please write in the comment section of this video. And if you have any doubts also, you can ask me. In case if you find the information in this video to be useful to you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.